Welcome back to Holistic Strategy. Today we tackle a delicate and often painful topic: how to recognize and defend ourselves from deceptive behavior in our relationships. Who among us has never had the bitter feeling of having been deceived or betrayed by a person in whom we placed blind trust? Or how many times have we wished we had a sixth sense to detect someone who is lying to us or hiding something from us? Ideals and reality rarely coincide. The image of a world made of honest and altruistic people is not always reflected in everyday life. Relationships, in fact, can be more complex than we hope, especially when the other has malicious intentions. In today's video, we'll explore 5 key signs to spot manipulative behavior and keep ourselves happy. Awareness of these signals is the first step in learning to protect yourself without becoming suspicious or closed off to others. If you haven't already, subscribe to Holistic Strategy on YouTube and Instagram to stay up to date on our content dedicated to personal and spiritual growth, and remember to leave your precious like. In this way, you will help to always create new content. And now, let's get ready to observe relationships with more attentive and aware eyes, learning to distinguish who is truly interested in our well-being and who, on the contrary, may have ulterior motives. Let's begin. 1. Lack of empathy. Empathy is an essential skill in healthy relationships. It allows us to put ourselves in someone else's shoes and understand their emotions. An empathetic person listens, supports, and responds appropriately, showing sincere concern. Those who lack empathy are unable to share or perceive the pain of others. This often manifests itself as indifference or devaluing attitudes towards the emotions of others, ignoring signs of emotional distress, changing the subject when sensitive issues arise, or even mocking those who are in difficulty are clear signs of a lack of empathy. These attitudes not only create a negative environment, but can generate a sense of isolation in those who suffer them. The person who feels ignored or belittled will end up doubting their own perception and emotions, as if they were not legitimate. In a relationship of this type, the risk is to suffer from a progressive erosion of self-esteem and emotional security. When we meet people who consistently show a lack of empathy, it is important to ask ourselves if they are truly interested in our well-being, or if they are maintaining the relationship out of pure personal interest. Manipulation. Manipulation is a favorite tool of those who seek to gain advantage from others. Manipulative people know how to use words and actions strategically to influence the opinion and behavior of others. A manipulator rarely reveals his true intentions and masks his goals behind a facade of affability. Often, the requests appear reasonable or even advantageous for the person involved, while in reality, they are aimed solely at satisfying the manipulator's interest. A skilled manipulator may present his or her desires as needs or as something that would be right to do, exploiting the other person's insecurities or emotional weaknesses. However, this attitude undermines personal boundaries and mutual respect, turning the relationship into a power game. Manipulators, in fact, do not respect limits and tend to perceive every barrier as an obstacle to overcome to get what they want. This type of behavior can have devastating effects on the psychological well-being of the other, who feels progressively stripped of their will and autonomy. 3. Constant lies. Lying is a favorite tool for those who want to deceive or manipulate others. Those who habitually lie create a sort of parallel reality that serves to hide the truth, avoid consequences, or gain advantages. But why is lying so dangerous? Trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship, and when someone lies regularly, it becomes impossible to rely on them. Those who lie often do not simply change a few details, but construct entire narratives that can manipulate the perception of others. People who are accustomed to constant lying can become true reality builders, causing others to doubt their own perception and creating a sense of disorientation. Recognizing lies isn't always easy, but paying attention to inconsistencies or vagueness in stories can be a first step in defending yourself. Body language can also reveal a lot. Avoiding eye contact, frequently touching your face, or assuming a closed posture are often signs of discomfort and possible indicators of dishonesty. 4. Envious behavior. Envy is one of the most damaging emotions in human relationships, and it often manifests itself in sneaky behavior. Those who feel envy are unable to sincerely rejoice in the successes of others and react with coldness or sarcasm, rather than with enthusiasm and genuine congratulations. An envious person may even go as far as belittling the successes of others or spreading false information to damage their reputation. This type of attitude, in addition to creating a hostile environment, undermines mutual trust and generates a climate of constant competition. While healthy competition can be stimulating, persistent envy often leads to destructive and dishonest behavior. An envious person seeks to level the playing field by disparaging the other person rather than working to improve themselves. This can be especially difficult in a work context where an envious person may sabotage work or spread bad feelings among colleagues. To deal with envious behavior, it is essential to set clear boundaries and maintain a professional attitude, avoiding getting emotionally involved. 5. Reluctance to share personal details. Confidentiality is an understandable trait, especially in the early stages of a relationship or in professional settings. However, an excessive reluctance to share details of one's life may indicate something deeper. A person who consistently hides information about themselves may be trying to protect a false narrative or hide aspects of their life that they don't want to reveal. When someone refuses to open up, even after you have established trust, it is fair to wonder if there are secrets or dark sides that they are trying to hide. In fact, a lack of transparency can erode trust and prevent the construction of an authentic and deep relationship. If you notice that a person consistently avoids sharing even the smallest personal details, you may need to address the issue directly, expressing your concerns in a respectful way. Being aware of these 5 signs is the first step in learning how to protect yourself from people who may have less noble intentions. The ability to observe clearly allows us to develop more authentic and fulfilling relationships without falling into the traps of those who, under a friendly facade, hide a manipulative or envious soul. Authentic relationships are built on trust, respect, and reciprocity, while a consistent lack of transparency or empathy undermines these fundamental principles. If you have ever encountered someone who exhibited one or more of these behaviors, share your experience in the comments. Telling what you have experienced could be a valuable help to others who find themselves in similar situations. Thanks for watching this video on holistic strategy. If you found these tips helpful, please share the video with others who might benefit from it, and turn on notifications to stay up to date with upcoming content. Remember, awareness is the first step to living authentic and serene relationships and to keeping our well-being safe. Let's always keep our eyes open and work together to build a world of healthier and more genuine relationships. See you in the next video.